Sunday, October 18th. We're taking back on Sundays. What's happening, man?
We're glad to have James back. You guys will see the difference. Trust us.
Yes. Anyway, moving on to the Super Six, and fuck the guys who didn't pay him. Anyway, moving on to the Super Six World Boxing Classic. Big shit. Kicked off last night.
Now,
the first two matches.
I was going to say, this is one thing I can get behind in boxing. I agree with it. I totally like it. Let's take a weight division, take the top six guys we think, and make them fight each other in 2 years and give them points for wins, split decisions, and so forth.
Yep.
So.
Super middleweight, 6 of them, round robin, kind of through the first rounds, then process of elimination through the next rounds, taking a course over 2 years. You've got Arthur Abraham, Carl Froch, Mikhail Kessler, Jermaine Taylor, Andre Durrell, and Andre Ward. 2 fights that kicked off last night was Arthur Abraham against Jermaine Taylor. Wow. I mean, it was not even fucking funny.
Yeah, that was a nasty knockout.
It was close at first 4 rounds, maybe give to Taylor. It started swinging Arthur Abraham's way. He's very conditioned. Taylor has problems with that. 12 seconds left in the fight. He caught him clean as shit, knocked him flat the fuck out, arms straight up, doctors rushed in. He has a severe concussion, short-term memory loss.
In a German hospital.
Right now. It didn't look too pretty. He could be out of the tournament. I think Kelly Pavlik should jump in the tournament because Kelly Pavlik is fucking nice, and I don't know why he's in the tournament to begin with. Andre Durrell, fought this boy, Carl Froch. They don't like each other. Froch thought he was being disrespected, said a couple things about Durrell. He's like, I don't give a fuck, homie. And basically, Froch said, whatever, I'm getting a split decision. You're not. And that's what happened, man. Very boring fight if you ask me. Most people who saw it will probably say the same thing. Durrell ran. You would probably shot yourself in the head if you watched the fucking fight. We're done with it. The next event is in November.
Well, we're not done talking about fighting.
Yes.
Chuck Liddell's out of Dancing with the Stars.
Sorry, Chuck. 11th out of 16th isn't too bad.
No. Dan Henderson is having contract issues with the UFC, and Strikeforce is an option. I'm not saying Strikeforce can offer him the money, but maybe they can offer him pay-per-view revenue or things like that he wasn't getting with the UFC.
And some possible good opponents with Gerard Mousasi and also Gegard Moussaoui. I said this shit wrong. Please don't kill me for it.
Can you imagine that? I got it right for once.
And King Mo, who is going to be signing with them, and said that he has to. He said he will get his ass down to middleweight if he has to.
If he gets down to 205, he can fight there that way.
Yes.
So Strikeforce has a lot of good stuff going its way. They have a live November event, November 7th, that we'll be covering in a couple weeks.
Right.
That is going to be, in my opinion,
off the chain.
Awesome card.
UFC Fight Night 20 going to be right down the street. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Get lit up and watch that shit.
Who can get us tickets?
I'll get the tickets, man. Don't worry about that shit. College football, bitches.
BCS Top 10 is out.
BCS Top 10. You want me to give it to you, man? The championship bullshit series. Ohio State's not in that shit, man.
But they're in that list somewhere.
Will you get off Ragu's nuts, man?
I'm not
Ragu's nuts. You can smack him, Goob, if you want, okay?
I'm just asking where the Ohio State.
I ain't going to say shit. Nebraska's not in. Top 10. Bullshit championship series. Your boys Miami of Ohio made it. Nice,
Miami of Florida, Beaner. God, he said Miami of Ohio.
I know, I fucked up, man. My fault, sure. I have a little bit too much coffee on me, man. Anyway, LSU is number 9. TCU is number 8. Number 7 is USC. Number 6 is Iowa, who I think is definitely a little underrated, or maybe the Big Ten is, or I don't know how you want to say it. 5 is Cincinnati. They look sharp. Pipe went out. The quarterback went out, and they ended up looking back.
I was not rated over.
I don't know.
Whatever you used to say.
Overranked.
Yes, that's it.
4th is Boise State. Don't kill yourself, George. Number 3 is Texas, the Longhorns. And number 2 is Bama. Number 1 is Florida. That should be the other way around, but we don't make the polls because if we did, it would be even more.
But we talk about things that aren't right in sports. Right. Boise State is number 5 in the nation. Not right. They squeaked by, in my opinion, a tough Tulsa team.
Sure with football?
28-21. Cincinnati beat your boys pretty convincing.
Yeah, and Georgia's dad called me up and made me sure. I mean, he tore into my ass. I was like this, laughing hysterically at your father. But you know what? You're the one thing about your old man, the mug knows his football, and he nailed it because everything he said about USF was right. They looked terrible, and they got exposed, and they got a blueprint on how to beat them, and that's running right up the fucking middle.
I'll tell you who looked impressive, in my opinion, is Arkansas.
Yeah, Arkansas looked good. Bobby Petrino, I still say he's the deserter.
Even though Arkansas, field
goal kicker deserted him.
Even though Arkansas is 3-3, they gave Florida a run for the money. I still don't think Tebow's back, but Alabama, best team in the nation, hands down. Period. End of story. I don't care. They have 2 nasty running backs and a stout defense.
Alabama's the best team.
What wins games? What do they always say wins playoff games in the NFL?
defense and running game.
Yeah,
and that's what they have. Now, the problem with Florida is people forget that Percy Harvin's gone, so more of their firepower's gone. Everybody seems to think they're the same team.
Speaking of firepower that's gone, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, listen, Oklahoma, let me tell you something. What did you think about the game? Quick.
It was good. Oklahoma's a better team than Texas.
They are a better team, and if they had Bradford and they had their tight end, I think they'd be one of the best.
And if I had $1 million, we wouldn't be sitting here. So.
Oh, fuck no, man. We'd be out fucking getting fucked up, man. Fucking what?
Now, speaking of teams that got fucked up, Virginia Tech. Georgia Tech smacked the piss out of Virginia Tech, and I loved it.
Georgia Tech's only got that one loss, man.
Yes. ACC's looking tough.
Yeah, man. Miami, Georgia Tech, and Virginia Tech.
USC went to South Bend and did what they were supposed to do, win. Now, Jimmy Clausen was impressive.
Yeah.
I still think he might have an inside shot at the Heisman, but
I just don't understand it. I'm going to go on a rage. Go ahead. James, throw up the rant warning because I'm going to tell you what. Notre Dame is so fucking overrated every year. They haven't done shit, okay, and all the Fighting Irish fans go to be, not since 1980 they haven't been in a run for a championship. They still got a fucking contract with NBC. I hear that fucking Fighting Irish song going off every 5 fucking seconds. I don't understand it.
To round out what we're talking about this week, Ohio State lost to Barn Burner. To Purdue, at Purdue. That's Purdue's second win.
Because Purdue was actually probably the worst team in the Big Ten.
Miami of Florida went to UCF, and hey, look, they can only beat who's on your schedule. They beat them 27-7.
Right.
Iowa looked impressive after being down at one point 10-3 to Wisconsin to come back and
the
win.
Hawkeyes are fucking nasty.
I think that pretty much wraps up our college coverage.
Yeah, Penn State killed it. Missouri took another loss. My boys, the Cornhuskers, got destroyed. They have no fucking offense.
Kansas caught a L.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. Nothing else exciting in the top 25. The big thing was the BCS came out. Moving on to professional football. Wow, the NFL had some crazy shit going on. The most important thing, the coolest thing about the NFL, we'll get to it real quick, was the game between the Phillies and the Raiders, which I know you're sad. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Still love you, man. You know what I'm saying? Georgia's boys look like pure ass. My boys look like more ass. But the thing was that fucking pigeon. I don't give a fuck about any of the football games. If any of you motherfuckers didn't catch the pigeon during the fucking Oakland Raiders, the pigeon hung out the whole time on the fucking field. And then when Oakland lined up to kick off, the motherfucker got in between two players like, what's up, Nick? Right? They rolled down the field. The pigeon flew down the field with them and laid down. And I'm telling you, the ref didn't even call a penalty for 12 minutes on the field. Nigga, the pigeon was the Oakland Raiders, shorty.
Dude, the only thing I liked better than the pigeon was the pictures of Al Davis. Is it me or did Al Davis look like he was in old folks' home? Had the white blanket across his legs like, somebody's moving my applesauce.
Man, that's terrible, man. That's you're gonna get struck by lightning. Lightning!
Anyway, what we're getting at is the Raiders beat my Eagles, and the Eagles look like pure butt. Now,
yes.
The Patriots destroyed the Titans. Jeff Fisher, it's been nice. It's time to move on.
Basically, fucking, I'm gonna go on another rage. Kerry Collins on his back doing snow angels. I got me negative 2.5 fantasy points. Fuck, Bobby, I know you're laughing your ass off right now, you know, but I thought I had you until that fake-ass motherfucker fucked me in my fucking butthole. I hate that shit.
Now, tonight, sir, is a good game. You have the Bears traveling to Atlanta. Should be a tough game.
Tom Brady, 5 touchdowns in 1 quarter. That's the NFL record. Yes. Don't forget that, bro.
My bad.
Yes.
Anyway, Bears are traveling to the Falcons tonight. Should be a good game.
Yes.
I'm going with the Falcons.
Let's talk about, now, Texas and Bengals. The Bengals basically...
Packers smacked up the Lions. Bengals. Yep. Bengals, I think you guys are going to see the little bubble pop. I think they're done. I think they're run. I mean, honestly, they're 4-2. I see them at best winning 8 games.
Right.
I would not be surprised if they win 2 more in their
Right now, the Jets and the Bills are in overtime. We haven't even got the final score of that game right now. One of the big games was the Ravens versus the Vikings. Wow, it was unbelievable.
Why do you sign Favre?
Yeah, I mean, dude, he fucking did it again. Nice fucking pass all the way downfield. Basically the one that put him ahead. And then fucking the Ravens kicker turns around and shanks a 44-yarder. Vikings are still undefeated.
Now, the NFC East, for you people who don't pay attention to the NFC East, look like pure doo-doo. Redskins got terrible. Eagles, terrible. And the Giants lost to the team, in my opinion, who's going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Drew Brees lit them the fuck up, man. I mean, you know what? The thing about New Orleans, their offense has really gelled over the last 3 years. They've become so good. And now you've got an incredible fucking defense. I don't see them getting beat, man.
8-27?
Yeah, they destroyed them, man.
That's another team, I think. The key to their defense is Darren Sharper.
Yeah.
Actually, Darren Sharper is a Minnesota Viking.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't listen to anything George is saying. The Steelers beat the fucking Browns. Everybody knew that was going to happen. The Panthers squeaked one out against the Buccaneers. They were both pretty much losing teams. not an exciting game in my opinion. The Chiefs fucked up my Redskins. The Redskins are officially just terrible. Fire fucking Vinny Serrato. Nobody's.
Yeah, you guys have serious problems.
We got
and
major
they
issues.
start in the front. They start in the front office.
Right. Jaguars squeak one out against the Rams. The Eagles and Raiders, we know that. The Seahawks got Melvin. I'm sorry, man, but your boys just got iced the fuck up, man.
27-3, man.
27-3,
They didn't score
man.
the entire second half.
Yep. And the Patriots.
I guess that
15,
band
man.
is still tuning up the yeah.
The band was exhausted, man. Anyway, tomorrow night we got the Broncos and the Chargers. And tonight we have the Bears and the Falcons, like you said.
Yeah, I hope somebody smacks the dog piss out of Phillip Rivers.
What, really?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't like that guy,
No,
do you?
I hope DJ Williams or someone comes in and cleans him. I hope Brian Dawkins cleans him out.
Yeah.
On a safety blitz.
Anyway, next week is our Halloween show.
Should be interesting.
It should be very interesting. Take care. Have a great week. We're out.